Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of Get It Like You Live. You know, fam, I'm just trying to show y'all we out there. We're trying to make it and everything. You know, hit that @ circle. Texas to the nation. James, all one word. John Johnson, 9877, all one word. James slash GP4IZ. And TikTok, LITE, James Jr. and BB on there. So y'all follow. You know, this is part 4 of Black Folks Not Going to the Fields.
What is this nonsense I'm hearing about white Midwestern farmers thinking black folks were going to come and work their goddamn fields after they mass deported all of the migrant workers? What in the fuck? They don't know us at all. They don't know any fucking thing about us. Like our own fucking parents and grandparents didn't size our asses the fuck up. Let us know everything about ourselves. Like when my grandmother looked at me at a young age and said, "Young lady, you need to keep your black ass in school and go on to college. Working outdoors is not for you." That's my fucking grandmother. She knew me. She was right. So what did I do? Stayed my ass in school. Went on off to college. Now you're looking at a 6-figure nigga. What in the fuck would I look like picking Earl's corn? Earl can kiss my ass. If he could do my black job, I wouldn't have it. Now would I?
Trump is doing everything in his power to bait black people, and it's only getting worse because black people aren't falling for anything at all right now. To the point where now you're just about to deploy the National Guard in Washington, D.C., where there's a high black population, especially a high black homeless population, because you want black people in the streets protesting so you can enact martial law. We all know it. We all know it. Because the thing is, when white people have been protesting, and all of these protests have been so civil, none of them have even been streamed on TV because they're not violent. They don't get violent with white people. But they have no problem getting violent with black people. And they know if they can get black people out to protest and to fight for our rights yet again, they can enact martial law and they can throw us all in jail if we ever think of rebelling. And I'm not living in a military city. No offense, but I don't respect any authority at all whatsoever. That's my issue. I'm also not afraid of cops. I'm not afraid of the military. I've had cops with guns in my faces. I've had cops with giant horses and guns in my faces while I protested before. I will have a traffic stop and there will be multiple cops that get out for me at a traffic stop. And I've never been scared of y'all. Because the thing is, y'all get off on people being scared. That's the only way y'all can't get me. Like, none of you bitches scare me. Y'all are like my little brother with his toy gun. Like, oh my god, you're gonna get me. Like, quit playing with your food and just do what you want to do. But everybody else is just a chess piece. Everybody else is. The only group that he's actually after is black people. That's why he's deporting Latinos, because who's gonna work in the fields now? With black female unemployment rate reaching an all-time high. That's why he's cutting Medicaid. That's why you're trying to regulate food stamps. That's why you cut the weather service. That's why you cut the only accessible piece of media to every single child in the country, poor and rich. He literally said, he was like, they were on a farm and he was talking about farmer responsibility, as in people could live on these farms with these farmers and they could just build property on the land and people could live here and work on the fields. Does that not sound familiar? Make America great again is bringing back slavery, bringing back black people in shackles. That's all it is. That's literally everything. And I think he knows that black people aren't falling for it, which is why he's getting more intense and more aggressive with his tactics. Because black people aren't falling for anything right now. We're not protesting. We're not fighting. We're just minding our business. So, good luck.
This is awful for all of us. Well, not for them, but tragedy for all of us, because as the farms go down, where do we get our food? Okay, so Nebraska will be the first state in the union to ever file for bankruptcy, according to this. The migrant workforce, which is 71% of their workforce, left when Trump threatened deportation. And the farmers are now all losing generational farms that were taken from Native Americans. Now they're raising hell, and Trump hasn't even looked at them. See? You see how it works? So, I mean, when you vote to hurt other people, it hurts you. I mean, I don't know what more they need to know, but I really like the sound that came with this video from Instagram from @1beautiful_star. It's pretty hilarious.
Donald Trump, don't backpedal now. Now you're saying or acting like you're regretting or that it was a mistake that you did this mass deportation, although you set it in place and this was planned and thought out way before your presidency when y'all were concocted up this Project 2025. You had plenty of time to think about the consequences this was going to have, and you still proceeded with it. So now you're just realizing that all immigrants aren't criminals. Now you want to realize that they are actually hardworking people that have been working on these farms for over 20 years and just want to make an honest living for their family. Now you want to realize that now you have shipped all these hardworking immigrants off to their native land, that us Americans are not going to want to work in these fields for the prices that they are paying these immigrants. Now you're seeing that the farmers are suffering because of your dumb ass decision. And it's sad because your blatant racism wouldn't allow you to actually delve into how agriculture works and how important the immigrants are when it comes to farming. And now you want to sit on a podium saying something needs to be done and that we have to use our common sense. Don't get French with us now. We ain't got to do nothing because I did not vote for you. I did not do this. So you need to fix this since they, the MAGA people, voted for you.
Undocumented illegal immigrants drove the labor rates down in Florida. No, they didn't. That was the contractors. Contractors actually set the prices. It wasn't the illegal immigrants that did any of that. Undocumented illegal immigrants were here working, doing the jobs that you didn't want to do, and Secret didn't have the skills to do. Contractors had so many people to actually pick from that they were able to start dropping the labor rates because they still had people that were willing to work. Fun fact, now that all of the undocumented illegal immigrants have been detained and deported out of the country, those jobs are wide open, but U.S. citizens aren't taking them. Why? Because they don't have the skills to actually do the jobs. In fact, ICE agents started deporting all these people on mass scale. Labor rates were anywhere from $200 to $300 per day. They have now increased to $300 to $500 a day. Still can't fill them. Why? Not because they didn't have anybody there, because people don't have the skills to actually do the job that undocumented illegal immigrants was doing. They actually outskilled you. They actually did the job you couldn't do, you didn't want to do, and didn't have the ability to do. And that's a truth that most people don't want to resonate with, because the reality of it is it's easier just to say, the illegal immigrants took my job. No, they didn't. They did the job you didn't want to do or you just couldn't do because you couldn't get up and actually fulfill the skills needed to do them. Because right now in the state of Florida, contractors are offering anywhere from $300 to $500 a day for anybody that has the skills to actually do what those guys were doing. But their employment rate hasn't gotten better. It's actually gotten worse.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, peace out.